Hello. It's the beginning of the week, it's Monday, and I'm heading in the field to rescue the tail of Mizzy. Looks like she's done her usual trick of finding something to rub up against, like I suppose down the side oh god, be the side of the, I can't bother to do the gate, it's not going to go anywhere. Just rubbed up against one of the trees or something or other. You know what they're like for scratching bums. And we have a tail attachment, although good lord, delightful. However, it's blackthorn, which is not nice because it's spiky and it won't pull out. I've had to cut these out before because they get really knotted in. I may have to put the camera down because look, it's a bit of a mess. So I will be back in a moment when I've got her loose. Done. Look at that for a, that's horrible. Especially some of those, they were really nasty. I don't like blackthorn. It's lovely when all the flowers come out in May, but this time of the year I normally get, if I get poked with one of those, my hands swell up. So anyway, I'm not going to whinge about moles today. I've decided, because I went back and looked at last week's vlog, and all I'm doing is moaning about moles. So I suppose it's better than moaning about the weather. The problem is I'm always moaning. That's not good. Although this time of year there's not a great deal of positivity. You know, miserable day, moles, weather crap. But I refuse to lower myself as much as I'd like to have a real good paddy in the field about moles. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm just going to smile and not twitch. Go pat my ponies and go get Madam from school. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Ta-ta! Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's heavily mizzling today. Actually, it's not as bad as it was. I dropped my daughter off in school and we got wet. However, I've got here to feed the delightful horses of mine, and I don't think the camera will pick it up, but they've taken the fence out down the bottom. It was going to happen, wasn't it? Clearly got bored, so it looks like my next job this afternoon when I get back is to put the fence back and to try and get the haylage out for them. So 2 feeds a day, I think it's enough food, it's just they're bored. So anyway, not a nice day, really yucky. Can't really tell, but you know, you can just see down the far end. There's no view of the hills very well, not much anyway. So I'm going grocery shopping. Hey, grocery shopping. See you later. Ta-ta. It was all too good to be true. Look what they did this morning, as I mentioned earlier. So let's put it back together again. It's like having 2 naughty children in the bathroom with shampoo and talcum powder and stuff. It's like, oh, let's just goad mummy a bit more by messing up the fencing. I can't really say, to be fair, if it wasn't the wind the other night has loosened some of it, because it does, unfortunately, when it's not a lot tighter and attached to the fences like I'd normally have it along a fence, sort of proper fence posts. So this stuff is always a bit dodgy. But, you know, we'll just put it all back up again. And hopefully it won't happen again. But you never know. We'll see. Back in a bit. Okay. It's back up. If anybody would like to run a book on how long it's going to stay up for, the last one, I'm trying to think, was it a week? I'd have to go back and look at last week's vlog. However, I have found fresh mole. So, oh, and a pheasant somewhere in that field. They're a nightmare at the minute, the pheasants. There's too many of them, so they're all getting a bit silly, fighting in the middle of the road and bizarre places. Right, that's that done. Not a lot else to say really today, but if you would like to run a book on this, just leave me a comment and I'll probably know before you do if the fence is down again, but we'll see. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. That took some thinking. It's actually nice now. It's rained on and off today, so the sky's clearing a bit now. Fencing has stayed up down the bottom. Girls didn't get too wet. Quite a nice afternoon really now. I'm going to come in tomorrow and do the haylage because they're really down on the grass now. So they might as well have a bit to keep them going. So that's my job tomorrow. But today really it's not a lot to report, thankfully. Quiet day. It's quite nice standing here because there's a few hedges that I've spotted have got the broom coming out. You can see some of it if I walk across the grass over here. I spotted spotted it at lots of different places actually. It's the yellow one, which is really nice. It's been out in certain places down here before Christmas, but it's really nice to see some yellow colour. It won't be long really before the snowdrops are up. I've spotted them in people's gardens on their way. So anyway, I'm not going to hang about because my car is being, no, that's a swear word, that's a swear word, a nuisance today. Tiny bit of rain and it's decided to keep the door locking. So even though the boot's up and there's a door open, it's trying to lock the doors. And then it does it when I'm driving. I know some cars do that. They automatically lock you in. Mine doesn't, but it is. So either my car's got an electrical fault because it's rained, or it's haunted. Don't know yet which one, but I will keep you informed on what happens. See you soon. Bye bye. Good morning. It's Thursday. That week went quick, didn't it? Beautiful morning here in Devon. I know that other places have got a sprinkling of snow this morning. Highly unlikely we will. It's not one of those things. But in time-honoured tradition, I've come down to the field to feed the horses this morning, and look what they've done again. So it is clearly a competition now, because there's absolutely no reason to do that. I think it's boredom. Maybe I should just get them a football. However, I've moved the feeder. I've got a sheep feeder that I put haylage in, and I've moved it up the far end of the field because it's drier, and so they don't poach the field so much, and they can now get down the bottom where the ponies are. So they're both standing now trying to talk to the two little miniatures, which is quite funny. So I suppose I better put this back together again. Oh, good grief. I shall pop back in a few minutes when it's done. Right, job done. All back in place again. Not for long, but it's done. I've got haylage up here. If you walk behind me, you might get some. Yeah. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Come along then, Lulus. Where are you? Can't see you. Where are you hiding? Oh, you're there. Oh, there. Gosh, it's so bright I can't see the screen. Come on then. Oh, there you are. If I stop, will you stop? Oh yeah, you are doing today. That makes a change. Hello. She's got a gut, really, when she's not being a knobhead. Come on then. It's all up here. Is Mizzy coming? Oh yeah, she is. Bringing up the rear. What do you mean you've walked up the hill? It's in your feeder. Honestly, it's nice as well. Back in a moment when I've convinced her. Missy's on her way. Lulu's found the haylage. It's like, that's okay. That's nice. When I had more horses, I used to have the big 6 foot by 2.5 foot 8 wrap bales. Because I had so many, I'd go through 1.5, 2 of those a day. But now we just buy it in small bale because it's only this time of the year that they want some. Oh, Madam's turned up, look. Everybody moved down the trough. Mizzy sometimes struggles with haylage because she's got advanced periodontal disease, although she's had that since she was 3. So it's not really affecting her. She used to quid. So most horsey people will know what that means. If you aren't a horsey person, it means they masticate their food, but it gets stuck in their jowls and they can't chew it down enough to swallow. So she spits it out. So when she was in over winter, it'd be a nightmare because you'd be constantly mucking out haylage. But then I had one mare who, when Mizzy used to eat her food and she'd spit it all out, the mare would go around and hoover it all up, which is brilliant. It was like, oh yeah, chew my food for me, then I don't have to. But I think that should keep them going for a little while. And then hopefully, as long as they don't make any mess on the road, it can stay there. Otherwise it'll probably have to get moved into the middle of the field. Depends how much they poach the ground. We'll see. Anyway, that's it from delightful Devon. Apparently it's raining tomorrow, so I'll be whinging. So prepare yourself for when that video comes up after tonight's feed. I'll be moaning about weather again. So, going home now to sew some more. What am I doing today? Oh, zero waste products to put on line. See you later. Bye bye. Oh, oh, it'd help if I put myself in the shot, wouldn't it? Well, the fence has stayed up, which is a really good thing. And they've been eating their haylage, so that's probably... Hello. She's, I'm having my tea now. And then go back to eating haylage. So all quiet in the field this afternoon, apart from the odd crow, and I did come across the pheasant. I'm not even going to discuss mole watch this week because just because it's, yeah, well, you know, it became rather difficult to sleep at night because of moles. No, it didn't really, honestly. Anyway, other girlie is here, quite happily munching her tea, so I won't stay around too long. It's actually quite chilly because I haven't got my thingy on, my sleeveless what's-it, because the what's-it got covered in mud this morning trying to shift the feeder, and I look a right skank. It's bad enough doing the school run with muck all over my wellies and my trousers, never mind the rest of me. You know, parents are standing there just going, oh, God, stay off. It's okay, I know what they think. Anyway, that's it. That's it for Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, probably because that day comes after Thursday, and then it's nearly the weekend. So that's all for me today. I'm going to go now and pick up daughter from school and do some more sewing. I'll show that on my Instagram probably at some point, so keep following my Instagram and then you'll see all the stuff that I get up to, because I tend to put stuff on Instagram daily, whereas this takes a whole week to come through. Bye. It's raining. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed because I'm going to get soaking wet, and my boots are already slipping in the field because it's now quite short grass. However, I'm walking down the bottom to see what's happened to the fencing, because it looks like somebody's been playing again, and obviously it's not haylage now that's causing them to knock the fence down. It might be that they want to get to... Do you know, I have absolutely no idea. I think it is just a game. Maybe I should just buy them a football. Anyway, I'm not going to hang about too much because my camera's getting soaked, and so am I, and the more I speak to you, the more I'm going to look like a drowned rat by the time I get back to the car, which you might find amusing. I don't think I will. So, it's Friday. Yay. It's the weekend. Yay. And although you'll see this Sunday night probably, if it's your weekend, you're doing stuff, I hope you have nice weather. If you're working, I feel for you, I've been there. If you're not working, have fun, tell me what you've been up to, and I'll see you tomorrow. Do you know, you wouldn't think it was raining because it's not that bad, look. I've got a spot on my lens now. Oh yeah, they have done a bit of damage, look. Not a great amount, but enough that says, ha, I've just walked through here because I can. There isn't a remedy because it's really boggy down here. I mean, you can kind of see how slurpy it is. So I think it's just a case that they've walked through because they can. Anyway, oh, actually there's quite a lot of sheep fencing there. You can kind of, and it's quite high, so I don't think they wouldn't make an effort. Oh, blah, blah. They wouldn't make an effort to get out. That's too much like hard work, a bit of fencing. Right, I'll put this back together and then start off for the school run. Ta-ta. Good morning. It's Saturday and it's back to beautiful weather again, which is really lovely. It's about 11 AM, a bit late feeding the horses, but I don't think they're too bothered. We've got some haylage left, but they're back munching. It's a bit gooey because we had quite a bit of rain last night, but thankfully the ground they're on is quite hard, so it's not, it's a bit poached, but it's okay. So I'm going to go home now, have a cup of tea, and then we're off hopefully to Appledore to film there, because it's lovely little fishing village. So that should come out, if I get enough stuff, by the time I've edited it, should be out middle of next week, hopefully. When I get it done, I'll actually tag it back in on this one, so that you, if you want to go and have a look what Appledore's like in North Devon, you can. See you then. Bye bye. Hello. End of the day, because you can probably see, because the sun's setting over there somewhere. And I'm just, hang on, gate. Do you know, I can get in. Just can't lock it. I'm just going in with the horses. Oh my god. Because their haylage is at the back of the feeder and they can't get to it. It's really nice now, so you can see the sun's about to set. It probably has done actually over the back of that field, but it's lovely and it's still mild. It's rained a bit. There was another rainbow earlier. Oh god, I've got to walk through this mud, look. Not in the best of clothes really for this bit. Ugh. Slurp, slip. Right, let's just shove this over there a bit, where they can reach it. Although I think Lizzie could, but I think, oh dear, I think Mizzy would struggle to get her head in there. Oh god, I hate it when it poaches like this. This is disgusting. Right, let's shove that lot across. Actually, this is doing quite well because it's lasted more days than I expected. But that's probably because, try not to fall over here. No laughing if I do. You're listening. I think it's lasted because it's not cold. It's far too mild for January. Anyway, I'm actually on. I'm going to do this on my mobile, on my iPhone, because we went to film in Appledore. My battery ran out and I got home. I thought, oh, I'll stick it on for a couple of hours, it'll be fine, just be enough to go down the field. Can't find the battery charger. My house, because of moving, is just totally upskittled and in a complete kerfuffle. It'll appear like they do, you know, 2 days later when you bought a new one off Amazon. Anyway, that's it for Saturday. I'm now going grocery shopping. Well, I will do if I can get the gate shut. Yay! And I'll see you back down here tomorrow morning. Give the girls a bit more food. And tomorrow afternoon. And that's another week over. Can't believe it's the 21st of January on Monday. Kids break up from school down here on the 15th of February. Hey ho. Right, going now. Speak to you again soon. Ta-ta. Hello, it's Sunday. It's Sunday and it's sunset and it's a bit pink over there. Will that pick up? Yeah, a little bit, I think so. Anyway, it's been a nice day, which is a good job really, because yesterday after filming here, tea time, we went off to get some bits and pieces in Barnstaple at Tesco, and coming home I had to, let's say, manoeuvre around another car, and whilst manoeuvring around this other car, my tyre hit the curb and blew. Big bang, flat tyre. Thankfully I was only, half a mile from home, and I've got AA cover, so the AA came out to me within half an hour actually, put the get you home tyre on, that you can't do more than 50 miles an hour. Not that I do, I hasten to add. Never drive anywhere fast. I live in Devon, you can't. And we got home. Anyway, so I was thinking, okay, that's fine. I can plan, I can work ahead. So I put a comment on Facebook. So what starts coming out then? Birdbox. Birdbox comments, which I will add in my reply now. Hello. As some of you are aware, and maybe some of you aren't, I blew a tyre yesterday whilst driving back from Barnstaple to my home. So I thought I'd try again. So here we go. Right, we're just gonna, I'm like this, we'll be okay. We'll be all right this time. We can do it this time. Right, okay. All right, look. Everybody else can do it. So can I. So there you go. That was my reply to all the sarcastic comments about Birdbox. Just hasten out, I didn't drive off OVs. But I just thought I've got to do something. So tomorrow I've got to go and get a new tyre. Got here this evening and Lizzie has bust the leg strap on the back of her rug, so I'll have to order another one of those. I normally get them from a lady on eBay. I could make one myself, but quite frankly, in the time it would take me to do it, I might as well just buy a new one. So I'm hoping her rug survives, because this is how she gets her rug off. Either too much galloping around the field and she snaps it, or she's rolled and snapped it, and then the rug comes off at some point, or she's trailing the rug around her ankles when I get here and we have to take it off. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I ought to order an extra rug. Oh, and then, yeah, came back from filming in Appledore, as we did yesterday, and before all the hoo-ha with the tyre, and got home and thought, oh, bloody battery, it's gone on my camera. Oh well, I'll charge it up. Can I find the charger? No. So I spent probably a good hour gutting all the area where my charger would be. I rang my stepson, I rang my mum, had anybody seen it floating around underneath the furniture in case it got kicked somewhere. Can't find it. So it's gone into that black hole that we all have in our houses. So I thought, okay, I'll go to Amazon, I'll get another one, and I've ordered it, and it was coming tomorrow, in the hope that the original one will turn up, because they do, don't they? Do you have that when you lose something and you think, oh, it's no good, I can't find it, I'll order another one, and within a few hours of the next one arriving, they appear as if by magic. So yesterday was a good day. It was like Friday the 13th on a Saturday. I'm hoping this week's going to be a better one. So that's it for the end of this week's Field Watch, being Sunday. So thank you for sticking with us to the end of this. I know it's a bit shorter than last week. Phew. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. If you're new here, thank you for coming along. If you're one of my golden oldies and you're popping in to see what we've been up to, thank you again. And that's it really. I'm going to go now and wait for the comments on Facebook to come back about my Birdbox. See you soon. Bye.